Good morning, everyone, and welcome to All Saints' Day. We're so glad that you could be here with us this morning. For many months now, we've been having a series of speakers come called the St. John Speaks Out program, and we speak out about the issues of the day and how we ground ourselves facing those issues in our tradition. I've been thinking a lot about the lesson last week where Jesus tells us how to love our neighbor. We're called to love God and then love our neighbor, and they're quite the same. And it seems for many people unclear just how you love your neighbor, but Jesus is quoting Leviticus. And I think there's some clarity in there for us as we face this time of uncertainty. We're on the very eve of an election that will be very difficult. It might be difficult for weeks, and there'll be lots of temptations for us to other people. So listen to what Jesus says when he quotes Leviticus. Do not hate a fellow neighbor in your heart. Rebuke your neighbor frankly, so that you will not share in their guilt. And here's what we all need to listen to. I need to listen to. Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against anyone among your neighbors, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. And one of the things that really struck me is that the word neighbor can also mean citizen. You should love your fellow citizens. Don't bear a grudge against your fellow citizens. Don't seek vengeance against your fellow citizens who might have a real reason to disagree with you, maybe even passionately. But in this time of anxiety, we might all be seeking revenge and to other people who disagree with us.
The other thing I think we need to keep in mind as we come to this week is the image of what greets us every time we enter the doors of St. John's, and that is the baptismal font, because that is the source of our life in Christ. We are God's wonderful, beloved, adopted children in one family, no matter who we are or where we come from. We are God's beloved children now. But that identity comes with a responsibility. And so if you have not voted, it is your Christian obligation to go out and vote. We aren't telling you who to vote for, but simply to vote. And to know that many people of differing points of view also share in that same baptismal water that we all are swimming in. And to know that we are God's beloved. And as Father Dan says, we need to love our neighbor as ourselves. So may God's rich blessing be with you as we come to this momentous week in the life of our nation.
You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul and mind and strength, and you shall love your neighbor, your fellow citizen, as yourself.